Yes, it's true. It's real alchemy. We can now turn any material into any other material in Noita. I'll show you that real soon, what we're calling the Transmutation Station. Let me first just give you a quick update on the lab. Here's the main entrance, using colored lighting now, using infinite platforms and different trails in there, like poison trail, acid trail, and fire trail, combined in different ways to make different colors. And the transmutation engine that I'm going to be talking about, the main subject of this video, that was discovered by Dexter first. Then Lymm was wondering about possibly using it to make materials we shouldn't be able to make, like corrupted rock and such. And then after that, MZ was like, hey, we could probably use this to duplicate materials, and yes, then I started streaming it. I've managed to fine-tune my build. It's something that most people aren't gonna wanna do because it does take a lot of time and effort. It's not easy to be an alchemist. It's not easy. Here's my my infinite void liquid generator. I just wanted to show you guys this. There we go. There's the reaction. So this is built, of course, using infinite platforms and walls. Some of those infinite platforms have acid trail on them. Some of them have chaotic transmutation, and the chaotic transmutation, we cast it in, you have to find the correct spot so that it makes the material you want. In our case, we're turning the acid here on this platform into toxic sludge. This platform is turning it into worm blood, and then this platform up here is turning this acid into weird fungus, and then when they all touch, they create void liquid, and we have infinite amounts of it being made just right in here. But I built this without knowing at the edge of a chunk, or between two chunks, so part of it is loaded in memory sometimes when part of it is unloaded, and then it leaks. And then we've discovered that I didn't dig this. This chasm is being created naturally by, I think, void liquid. Like, void liquid does this, you know, it's the densest material, so it digs through everything, except for these, of course, and it displaces all the pixels of everything else. But for some reason, when that happens on the edge of a chunk, like here's the vertical edge, here's horizontal and vertical, we have that right angle right there, it's just ripping the world apart, like natural erosion or tectonic plates, basically. We have like a naturally occurring earthquake because of the void liquid. It's insane. The things that are in this game that we just walk right past every single time we play it without even knowing. I have almost every material now. Here's my molten metals or molten materials area, the freezer section. Really, now, this is a program called PureRef that I use a lot. It's free. You could just drag screenshots into this and create, like, stitch them together for making maps in games, too. It's really good for, but it's good for this. So here's my checklist of all the materials. A lot of this stuff is, like, the solid materials that basically the world is made out of, but you can't really obtain them. But out of everything that you can obtain in Noita, we're only really missing this plant material darker, spore, ice powder, snow sticky, soil lush, and then a few of these molten materials. Metal no-hit molten, metal molten, which is surprisingly rare. It's not, you know, the normal molten metal you get everywhere. Out of everything we know we can obtain, I think I'm only really missing maybe like 10 things tops. Another really interesting thing, this is on the wiki, but did you know that you can grow mushrooms in Noita with fungal spore? If you put fungal spore on the ground and it drinks whiskey to create blue mushrooms, or if you have blood nearby, it'll drink the blood to create red mushrooms. Insane. And then the final insane thing that whatever, like how the hell, why did they put this in the game? You can get concrete powder by creating collapsed concrete and then rubbing it together vigorously. In our case, the easiest way we've discovered to do this is using Omega White Hole to collapse a bunch of large chunks, and then you grab that with telekinetic kick, and you rub it along the ground and stuff, and it will explode. It'll cause these little explosions, creating a small amount of concrete powder that you can then put in a bag, a powder pouch, and collect. Like, what? We have every color of fire and smoke and all these gases. I got my creepy liquid in here, and of course, if creepy liquid breaks, if these break, creepy liquid turns air into more creepy liquid. But if it happens to do that and get out somehow from this inner donut, this outer donut is going to stop it in its tracks, because this is not normal fungus. This is secret creeping fungus. Secret creeping fungus turns any liquid, including creepy liquid, into more of itself. So if this creepy liquid gets out, it's just gonna it's gonna hit this and just turn into fungus. And then gases normally have a lifetime, but you can actually store gas as long as there's no air, not a single pixel of air. And then you can keep like gas of Midas contained within something like this. And the last thing before we head over to the transmutation engine, I swear, you can actually farm the material that makes up explosives such as bomb, holy matter, TNT from glitter bombs, and TNT, a different type of TNT from dynamite. I feel like an insane person. But this is like, it's so interesting to me, all of this stuff. All you gotta do, basically, you just modify the explosive that you want to collect with null shot and remove explosion modifiers. And then all you gotta do is just carefully lob that explosive up into the air and have it fall into lava. Yeah, because obviously without the remove explosion modifier, the explosion's gonna go boom as soon as it touches the lava, pretty much. But with remove explosion, typically what happens is that the explosive is gonna just vanish. It's gonna blink out of existence. But combining that with null shot to vastly increase the lifetime allows the lava to actually kill the entity inside of the explosive physics body. So it kills the fuse, and then the game just doesn't know what to do with it, so it just leaves it there. So yeah, that's how you get holy matter and bomb and all the other stuff. Enjoy. All right, let's do this. Let me pull up a map of the world of Noita so I can describe this and explain it. And this was created by Woat, another member of the community. All right, the world of Noita is divided into chunks, square-shaped chunks. Obviously, this is a chunk, that's a chunk, that's a chunk. An orb room is a chunk. I built my transmutation engine up here, okay, next to this empty chunk. Let's go there right now. Also, something important to know, I'm not taking area damage. Up here I am. We know, because I'm not taking area damage, there's a seam between chunks in the cursed rock where I'm only taking a little bit of damage. I have infinite HP. Oh, I gotta talk about that. I almost forgot. We're just taking the contact damage sort of from walking on this, but the area damage does not exist between chunks. So that's how I know that right here, there's my cape, look at that. Right here is the top of a chunk, all right? And that's gonna be very important. Let me just quickly say, yes, I have 34 orbs. I'm all over the place, I know, but there's so much to talk about real quick in a short amount of time. I have 34 orbs legitimately in New Game. We're not in New Game Plus, we're in New Game. And I got 34 orbs by just luck, sheer luck, spamming the end of everything to try to get some of the rare materials that I got, and I got orbs. And this is my reaction. Holy f***ing shit, I got like 20 orbs. Yep. So, I don't know if I'm the first person to ever have that happen, but legitimately, without using any external tools, I got a bunch of orbs. And if you want to watch the entire stream VOD for my full reaction and process of doing all this, the VODs are all uploaded at youtube.com/FurySquared. And I stream this entire run over at twitch.tv/FuryForged if you want to hang out and watch. Anyway, alright, why we're here, the transmutation engine, how this works. A single chunk can only load successfully 128 different materials. If you try to put 129 or more materials in a chunk, then those extra materials will duplicate the first materials loaded in that chunk. A chunk loads materials from the top left pixel to the bottom right. Every single pixel matters. Air also counts. So in my case, my 129th material is going to be air. My 130th material is going to duplicate the material that I want. So I want to duplicate sulfur. So I am going to put just a little bit of sulfur right up here at the end. All right, perfect. Now I have to put it up there, and I'm gonna build more of these, but I had a really nice shelf over here on the left, but the left side of this is not in the chunk, unfortunately. Now we gotta make a blood sacrifice to the gods of alchemy. So that material is gonna become air. This material, Mamicium, fittingly enough, is going to become the material that I want to duplicate. In my case, sulfur. So let's go up here, teleport away, far enough away for that to be unloaded from memory, and then let's teleport all the way back. And magic. Just like that. Some of it looks like EDR, but it's not. We have duplicated an extremely rare, alchemically important material. At least IRL. It's extremely rare in Noita, and I just made a buttload of it. Any material that I want to duplicate in this way, I can duplicate in this way. We already have Mamicium to duplicate any liquid, but now I can just duplicate any powder, even physics bodies I'm gonna try to mess around with, but that's gonna probably break the game like crazy. And in order to clean up this excess powder that I don't want down here, I'm just gonna use Nala on powder vacuum field. Just delete it all, send it to the void. But yeah, guys, now we can turn any material into any other material, duplicating any material that's obtainable in the game. All we need is just 1 pixel of that material, and we can create vast amounts of it, endless amounts of it. Once I make a few more discoveries, then I'll put out this gigantic alchemy almanac video. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I will be uploading this entire world for all of you guys to mess around with soon. But there's a few more little things that I have to do first. And then I will upload it. And then you can download this and do your own experiments or whatever you want to do. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting. I hope maybe it helps you. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Happy noiting.